Okay guys, I'm gonna try to make vegan cabbage rolls. So what I have here is a half a cup of water that I boiled, and that boiled very quickly, and I'm gonna add seasoning to it, and I'm adding my TVP. So I'm gonna show you what I'm putting in there. And I'm not totally measuring it out properly. This is what, a half a tablespoon maybe, or closer to a tablespoon, and that is some vegan chicken broth. Putting that in there. I have here some steak seasoning, or steak spice that I got at the Bulk Barn, and I put that into the TVP the last time I made it, and it turned out well. So maybe like a teaspoon. Okay, putting that in there. I'm going to add a few dashes of my herbamare. Okay. I've got garlic powder. Maybe half a teaspoon or closer to a teaspoon. You're going to flavor to taste how you like. Now I have some Caribbean steak spice, and I'm just, maybe, is that about a teaspoon? Probably. I want that to be nice and flavorful. Oh goodness. Hold on, just gotta get the TVP. Okay, I'm just gonna mix this to dissolve the flavoring in there. And I'm gonna leave that to sit probably like an hour or so till I'm ready. So that was a half a cup of water, although some possibly evaporated. And I'm putting in half a cup of TVP. I'm just going to let that sit for like an hour to soak up the flavor. Maybe I'll put that back on the hot stove for a second to make sure that water is certainly hot. I'm smelling it. It smells good already. Okay, so that's step one, guys, of trying for the first time ever to make cabbage rolls, and vegan cabbage rolls at that. Okay, so here is my TVP that's seasoned. It's been over an hour, and if I don't have enough, I can always make more. That's the great thing about it. But I'm going to add some stuff to it, like some potato and some onion, onion and pepper. And in this big pot, I have 6 pieces of cabbage, and I just cut the edges off of the cabbage and washed it, and the pot seems like it's going crazy here. Hardly use this, but anyway, I will let that boil until it's nice and soft. Okay, so while my cabbage is boiling, and to save energy, I'm going to cook my potato. Now I just took a potato and cut them into little cube pieces, so I don't want to cook this more than 3 minutes, but I'm going to add it to the boiling water in the center, because the curved cabbage gives it like a nice cup shape, so I should be able to scoop that out fairly easily. So I'm going to put that in there and let that cook for like 3 minutes. So I'm just scooping out my potato. It really just created a nice perfect little bowl for it. And I'm going to get my onion, garlic, and pepper ready as well. So I'll be back, guys. Okay, so I'm going to use a clove of garlic, 2 cremini mushrooms. I have this pepper. I bought a pepper plant, and it's supposed to be hot pepper, but it actually turns out that these are just like your regular green and red peppers, but they're smaller. Awesome thing, it keeps blooming more for me. They start off green, they turn red, so I can use them in stir fries and such. And I'm going to use just a portion of this, about half of this onion right here. So I'm going to slice and cut these things how I want them so that I can fry them up with my TVP mixture. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, so I have my mushroom, pepper, onion, garlic chopped. And the reason I'm laughing is because I just told you that this was not hot pepper, and I've eaten a handful of them already. I don't know if the peppers have to become bigger, although some were small and you could tell they were old. they weren't hot. This one, suddenly, I tasted part of it, and I'm like, wait, that's hot. And so the seed I put in my mouth was hot. So I tried to pick out all the seeds. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but going for it anyway. Yeah, see, okay, that's a seed here. I'm going to take that one out for now. So I'm confused by this plant. If anyone understands why some peppers on a hot pepper plant would not be hot, but others would, please let me know. And I'm also going to put in my potato. I'm using coconut oil to stir fry, but you can use whatever oil you like. You just shouldn't use olive oil if you're going to cook something at a higher temperature. Olive oil should only be cooked at a medium and lower temperature. Okay, so I'm going to just saute this for a moment, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm stir frying this, and I'm going to add some sprigs of my pink Himalayan sea salt, because it was, there's no spice on this part of it at all. No seasoning. And, as I mentioned before, this is going to be my first time really attempting this, so I'm not an expert at this, but I'm being adventurous in the kitchen. And we'll see how it turns out. I mean, I think it's going to turn out okay. Alright, so now I want my TVP. And maybe I could have more TVP, but we'll see. Probably I could, but I'm just going to mix all that together. Well, maybe it's fine. I mean, I could have a bit more TVP, but I suppose it's also not necessary. So at this point, you should just taste whatever it is you put together and see if you like the flavor, and if not, adjust accordingly. This certainly could have more TVP than potato, but hey, it's my first time. Let me just taste it though. Okay, that's nice and flavorful. Very nice and flavorful with the TVP. And a little spicy, which is fine by me. Okay guys, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so here I have my cabbage. And I don't know, I probably boiled those at least 20 minutes. I've never done it before, as I mentioned, so I'm not certain how long you should do it. But I know it has to be soft enough that you can turn the cabbage and fold it. So there we go, I've just put a scoop of my insides in there. And I wonder if it's... You probably should cut that part off. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to cut that out, sort of, guys. Very thick, so hard to fold. Alright, let me kind of go like this. And I'm going to do this. My hands are clean. I'm going to roll it over. And it's probably not going to be completely pretty. But that's your idea, right there. Let me taste it. You know, I guess you do this and you fold it and you let it sit for a moment. But I want to taste this and see how I like it. It's quite delicious, guys. My mouth is full, so I'm chatting as I'm trying to talk. I mean, eating and talking. I can't even think today. But it's very tasty. I love this. You can play it up, but I mean, you get the meaty texture from the TVP. I've got the potatoes, the peppers, the onions, the garlic, so it's very flavorful. So guys, this is a win. Here are my vegan cabbage rolls. Thanks so much for watching. Any comments, questions, whatever you have, put them in the section below, and I'll get back to you guys. Thanks, bye.